Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for jumping on here today. If you're new here, my name is Solana and I just started posting anti-MLM content on this channel. So today I really wanted to tell you about something that came up in a conversation with me and a friend of mine that we were actually in Beachbody together, and I honestly didn't even think about it until she reminded me of the fact that this happens. So I wanted to share that with you today. So to get right into it, we always hear people on anti-MLM channels saying, the distributors are the clients, and that is the most truthful thing ever. The distributors are the ones that are spending most money within the company. You always see them getting big hauls of stuff from their whatever MLMs, whether it's Beachbody, whether it's Monet or whatever it's called, whether it's Arbonne, whether it's It Works. They're always showing you all their hauls. So they're really the ones buying the products. So we're always told it's just an initial investment. You just pay $100, $200, whatever the investment of whatever MLM is, and that's all the money you have to spend. But this is the furthest thing from the truth. And I want to show you just some of the things that they do behind the scenes once you're in, and actually you end up spending even more money. So I wanted to tell you guys about something that I don't know if all MLMs do, but please let me know in the comment sections if you've been in an MLM or you've heard of other MLMs doing this, because Beachbody does this. When I was in Beachbody, my upline, I had 3 uplines, and 2 of those uplines did the same thing to me. But here's just, I'm going to put some proof. I'm not going to read through the messages. It's not important, but I just want to give you the takeaway. So my upline coach messaged me, and she asked me if I wanted to be in an exclusive group because my rank was whatever. I was Emerald, and they wanted me to up rank to Diamond because that's the goal. And then they just want you to keep ranking up, as I've said so many times before. So they run these private groups, and what they do is they do this buy-in where you basically put all your money in a pot, and then everyone that's in that group that ranks up will split the pot. This is not through Beachbody. This is solely uplines doing it, and it's supposed to be extra motivation to get you to your rank. So I was asked to be in this rank to go Diamond that quarter or whatever it was, and I had to pay $20 to get into that. And yes, I did it, which was very unfortunate. And I did more. I did like 2 or 3 of these groups with 2 of my previous uplines asked me to be in, and I thought like, oh yeah, that's a good incentive. But looking back on that now, it is so shady to me because how do you know that money is going to the people who get to split the pot? I mean, you have to trust them. So hopefully it actually did go to the distributors. But at the same time, like, why are you making your downline pay more money to be in an exclusive group when part of your job as a coach and part of the thing that you advertise on social media is how much you help all your coaches? But yet there are special buy-ins to groups that are supposed to be exclusive. And let me just say, these are nothing special. If you are in an MLM and someone asks you to do this, please remember the training will be exactly the same as the free trainings that you've received. They will be the same as every other group you've been in. That's how my experiences was. I thought I was going to go into these groups and get like some like crazy ass secrets, but I was so wrong. It's the same that they give for everyone. It's just another incentive. And that was just really, I don't know, I fell for it, but looking back now, I'm just really ashamed that I fell for it. Hey guys, Editing Solana here. I completely forgot to mention this in my video, and I saw this post after I finished filming. But as you guys have seen, Beachbody launched a new program just the other day, and all the coaches are swarming to buy the program, and I needed to talk about this because I came across this post on the Beachbody 411 page where they were saying you can get $20 off your completion or challenge pack, whatever. And they're making coaches think that this is a good deal, that you can get $20 off. All their programs launches, they cost upward of $50 depending what bundle you buy, but the coaches are forced to buy it pre-launch. And then it will only actually come out for public use in a few months from now. So they have like a pre-launch for the coaches and then pre-launch for the clients where you have to pay for the program, and then in 3 or 4 months from now, the program will come out for free for everyone. So by that time, it's old news and they're already launching a new program. So it just goes to show how coaches are pressured by the company to buy more programs, even though they're going to get them for free in a few months. They are always pressured to keep buying programs. There's a program launch every couple of months and all of the coaches are buying these programs. And so this is just another way that they spend all of the money on these programs. The next one I wanted to share was a post from Anti-Beachbody Coach on Instagram. Go follow, it's a great account. And they posted this, I think it's also a Beachbody coach. And I know this is Beachbody heavy, but that's just because what I'm familiar with. So if you actually know of other MLMs doing this, please send me those accounts, send me screenshots, videos, whatever, because I do want to know about other MLMs, not just Beachbody. So this coach, who I'm assuming is a higher level coach, said that they were weeding through their high level accountability group to see if her girls needed to be removed. And to me, that is just so sleazy. You as a coach say you're there for your clients and you want them to sign up so they receive accountability. And what this is I've actually seen higher level coaches do this because they can. They will force you to buy like shakes, for example. And if you're not buying the shakes, they say you're not taking your health journey seriously and therefore you can't be in their high level accountability groups. I mean, you have literally signed these people up under the pretenses like, I am there for you, accountability, community, and we hear the false sisterhood claims all the time, and this is exactly one of those false claims. You are told you're going to get high-level accountability, but then you have these higher-up coaches saying, well, if you're not buying the shakes or the pre-workouts or post-workouts, you're not serious about your journey, and you're going to be removed from the group. And to me, it shouldn't be about whether the person is buying the shakes or not. It should be whether they're actually being being good accountability partners. If they're active in the group, cheering each other on, helping other people in that group, participating. Isn't that more important than buying the shakes? Not to some distributors, because buying the shakes gives them their commission and that's what they care about. However, I want to note that I'm not talking about all distributors. I know people in MLMs and I know that not all distributors are like this. I tried not to be like this when I was in an MLM. I really wanted to help every single person I signed up as much as they would let me help them. And the people that I know in Beachbody still are those types of people. They want to genuinely help their clients. So at least they're in an MLM, but they're doing it in a way that they're doing it in a way that's less sleazy, in my opinion. And so this is not to attack all distributors or even distributors in general, because they're just doing what they're told to do. But some of these higher level uplines, it just really bothers me that they would say like, I'll kick you out of my accountability group if you're not buying the products, because that's not what it's about. They say you can cancel your Shakeology if you don't like it. I mean, some people can't afford to buy Shakeology every month. These are clients, not even necessarily coaches. They're clients. Aren't the clients who you're there for? That's proof to me that the clients are not the ones they care about. And I say that from this post, but I also say it from personal experience. I was told that clients aren't where the money are, and we need to sign up coaches. We need recruits. The clients are just the fluff. The clients are just what makes the MLM legal and not a pyramid scheme. Even though it's set up like a pyramid scheme, the clients and the products are just kind of the mask that the MLM puts on so that they come off as being a legitimate company that isn't scamming people. The next thing I wanted to talk about are the trips, which you guys have probably heard about. And personally, I never went on any trips because I could not afford to go. And I think that's very telling. Like, they were promoting going to Summit, and they tell you going to Summit is a life-changing, a business-changing thing to do, but the tickets cost upward of $150, and it doesn't include hotel, it doesn't include anything, it doesn't include airfare or any of that. And that's a Beachbody run event, but a lot of uplines also will run retreats for people that rank up or achieve certain goals by a certain time. And those, I mean, in my personal team that I was part of, it was paid by the uplines on the team that were running it, but they don't pay for the airfare. So that's still money that you have to be putting out. And secondly, in terms of like the Beachbody events, so like Summit, you have to pay for your ticket. And yes, if you do achieve a certain rank, they do help you pay for your lodging or whatever it is, or maybe your ticket, but you still have to pay for your airfare. And for some people, that's very expensive. I really do remember being told to spend all this money to go to these events. And 2 summers ago, I was being told to, buy into these groups and to keep my rank up by buying products and to go to try to achieve like the status to go to these retreats. I could not afford to go to any of these things because 2 summers ago, my cat was very, very sick and we spent so much money at the vet trying to figure out what was wrong with her. Turns out it was a food allergy and she's fine now. And I went into debt basically trying to keep my cat alive. So I could not afford, but whatever the reason, I shouldn't even have to justify it. You should not have to pay for something, whether you can afford it or not. But I'm just going to show like a lot of people can't afford these things and they still put money out there. I could not afford it. And I am grateful that I'm the kind of person that I refuse to spend money on things that I couldn't afford in that way. But a lot of people do fall victim to that kind of thing. And when you're in and you're supposed to be, your upline coaches are supposed to be there for you and they're telling you to buy into these groups, to go to these retreats, to go to a summit, to go to all these things that you have to pay for, and you actually end up putting out way more money than you're putting in. And I talked about this a little bit with my husband when we did that video because he's more of the finance guy. As I said, I don't do math, but I do know for a fact that I spent way more money on my MLM than I got back. And so I just wanted to give you kind of like some of the sneaky tactics that they do once you're in them, when they're supposed to be helping you achieve success, but they're not. They're making you pay for stuff that you don't need, you don't want. It's a way to kind of make you feel like you're in the in-group, like you get serious FOMO. Fear of missing out is real in an MLM. If you don't go to Summit and you see all these people on your team there, you feel like a piece of shit. And I have felt that way. I felt that way for 2 summers that I was in it. I felt that way every single time I saw people at team retreats. And I was like, why can't, I wanted to be there. I wanted to be a part of it. It was part of what kept me in it for so long. Serious FOMO. I was also very isolated at the time. I had moved to a new city, had no friends here. You can definitely start to see why you would get that FOMO. It's just an event you go, like Summit, from all of the things I've heard from people that went, that have gotten out since, have said the same thing. It's just a big publicity stunt. It's a place that you can go, you can take your pictures for your team. They don't really care about talking to you. They don't care about who you are. They just want pictures for their advertisement, for, getting new recruits in to say, look at this sisterhood, look at this community. And I think that's honestly, in a lot of cases, it's BS. I'm very grateful that I actually do have some close friends from, that part of my life. But I've heard from coaches that have left, that I've spoken to, that I know, that say it's all a advertising stunt. It's to get content. These are just some things I wanted to tell you. I want to keep this video a little bit shorter today. Thank you so much for being patient. I was on a bit of a hiatus because I was not feeling well. I wanted to get out a new video this weekend, but it just did not work out that way. So I'm going to try and get this published as soon as possible. As I said, if you know things like this about any other MLMs, because I know I'm very Beachbody centric, I'm trying to do more research on other MLMs. If you were in another MLM, or you know about these things in other MLMs, please let me know in the comments section. Send me a DM on Instagram. Everything will be linked below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for coming on here today, and I will see you soon for another video.